Hey, Jay Clark here with RacerX Tested. We're just going to install a Works Connection Perch. It's kind of the standard of the industry, just a real nice piece, completely adjustable. We'll give you some little tips on how to install this. So we adjust in the adjuster and then just pull back on the rubber boot. At this point you can either pop out the cable if there's enough slack, or we're just going to loosen the nut here and take the pivot bolt out and just remove the lever. And the cable's off. So at this point we'll just put our stock one back on here just for safekeeping. Just dial it back on. And we'll just put the nut on the bottom, just kind of finger tight. And we'll keep the rubber boot and a rubber adjuster piece as well on the stock. Perch, keep it as a backup or a spare. So at this point we're going to pull off the cable, the rubber cable piece here, which keeps the water out of going in the cable. Put a little spit lube in there, we like to do, and then this is a little tricky part. It just takes a little diligence. Just keep kind of pushing that into the cable in, and it'll go in the rubber piece. Just take a little time and it'll work in, and just push it back out of the way so you can set up your new Works Connection Elite Perch. At this point we just put on the plastic piece, which just pops right over the bar, and this helps it to turn if there's a crash or you drop the bike. It'll help it slide, turn on you. Just put both the bolts in, just start them by hand. Just get them both barely started. And then with an 8 T-handle, just tighten them up about 3/4 tight or so, so you can position it where you like it. Or just go ahead and get it tight once you kind of roughly know where you want it. And you can do a final adjust at the track. Boom, okay. At this point with just the Phillips screwdriver, you're going to take off the little cover, which allows you to get the cable in onto the lever. So at this point, the stock Perch lever combination has a lot different clutch adjustment. So we're going to loosen the stock cable, back the nut all the way off. And just with our fingers, we can just back off the cable. This will make it just way easy to get the cable back on the lever, and then we can adjust to the proper amount of play. And put the cable in the lever. Make sure there's an opening in our adjuster, and it'll just pop right into place. So at this point, we're going to now adjust the cable to make sure we have proper play, and just do it right by hand, backing it out. And then here we can look inside and see that we have just the right amount of play and how much play we have on our adjuster. Want about at least a 1/4 width going through there. So at this point, we're going to put our cover back on. So the little screws go right in the top and bottom. Just put our number plate back. We're about ready to rock. And that's all there is to installing a Works Connection Elite Perch. Very simple deal, just such an easy, nice feel to it. And you can always leave a little bit of play as you get started in your moto, and then you can come out as you need to during the ride. So simple deal.